You started feeling this tension that you didn't feel before. It's a different tension. What happened was that we started to see a white movement, and then the dynamics changed. They were bringing in cops. They were no longer the cops that had been in the neighborhood for a while, that we knew each other by name. A new set of cops coming in. There was a little more aggression between the cops and the Hispanics and the blacks. And then you could see how the cops started imposing their will on people who they called them vagrants, but they weren't vagrants. We all hung out in the street.
Like every neighborhood, we have our own rituals, you know? And that those rituals don't necessarily mesh with yours, then that's where more conflict begins, right? Whether it's music that's playing or the restaurant options that there are, these are the things that I moved into. But rather than that being the situation, it becomes, so I moved here, so you need to, like, accommodate me.
On Saturdays, we would get a bunch of drummers and start hitting. It's too loud. It ain't been loud for 20 years, now y'all talking about it's loud.
And the white folk in Manplesa were disturbed. Latinos were making too much noise. Understanding nuances of the immigrant community was not part of the training program. And these cops felt emboldened and rightful.
I was a skater, so I hung out at the Latin America Youth Center's teen center, and they would come all the time to try to disperse us aggressively. Batons, you know, like if we were rioting or something, you know?
I got my share of whippings. No weapons on me, no drugs on me. Got my ass whipped. It was normal.
In El Barrio, it was constant, you know? I mean, everybody knew everybody, you know, on the street, and we enjoyed each other's company. But we always had that fear of La Chota, La Jura. It just felt like you had your back against the wall and there was nothing you can do but fight.
It's like, it, it's about time that we take accountability. And if it means riots, that's what it means.